What's up everyone, and thank you for making this video part. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because I'm very excited to upload a brand new series of videos called Talk Around the Block. And for these videos, it's basically just gonna be me just walking around my neighborhood and talking about whatever comes to mind. And so now let's just get started. And one of the things I really enjoy doing, I try to do it on a daily basis, is that I try to get up as early as 6 a.m. so that I can get my dog out so he can go to the bathroom so he doesn't poop on our walks. And so I just basically just let him around for about 30 or 40 minutes in the backyard, and then I let him just do his business, and then as soon as he's done, boom, we'll just go straight for a walk. And as you can tell, he's very interested in what's on the ground right now. And right now I'm just letting him roam free while I do this video. Oh, Chico. So right now it's actually past 7. I guess it's like what, 7:05 or something. Can't really tell, but from what I looked at the weather app before I left, is that you get a 30% chance of rain at 7 a.m. So I'm hoping that doesn't rain on this first video. And honestly, this is gonna be good for me because, oh my gosh, at the time I'm talking right now, my lungs are just like, I'm getting a short of breath. My lungs are just like, can't take it while I'm talking and walking. Because normally what I usually do, I'll put on some headphones, put on some music while I walk, and I'll just listen to it while I walk my dog. And I figured that'll be a good topic to start off on, is what kind of music do I listen to when I walk my dog? Now, when it comes to music, what it'll ultimately come down to is what kind of mood I'm in from when I'm walking my dog. And if I wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, you know what, I feel like listening to the soundtrack to Halo, I'll probably put up the headphones on and listen to that. Or if it's like, oh, I can't get this anime song out of my head, I'll probably listen to that, followed by other anime songs. Or if it's just like, hey, you know, I feel like just listening to rock and roll today. I haven't listened to like Skillet or Nickelback in a while. Might as well pop them in, or I'll listen to 3 Days Grace. Or if I'm not in the mood for anything at all, I'll just basically listen to whatever songs I bought recently on iTunes. And that's basically what normally happens. I'll just put on my new playlist where I have all the new songs that I purchased off of iTunes, and then I'll just listen to them while I'm walking my dog. Now, in terms of what I listen to right now at this moment, right now, for my new purchase playlist, I actually listen to Frank Sinatra, which is what was it called? It's the end credit song for Joker. I forgot what it was called. Oh, it's gonna bug me right now. I'm blanking out right now. But I listened to that Frank Sinatra song. I also listened to an Ellie Goulding song, which I think was called Hate Me, which honestly, I thought, I was in the store one day and I heard it play on the speakers, and I was like, hey, you know what, it has a nice good little beat. Now if I remember, it's That's Life by Frank Sinatra. It was the end credits song, or not the end credits, it was like the ending song that closed out the Joker, and I thought that was really a good way. I love how it's like, I'd sing the song, or I'd play it right now for you guys, but I don't want to get flagged for copyright reasons. And recently I had gone to Disneyland, and I remember someone pointed out that in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they actually have a playlist dedicated to the Cantina area in Disneyland. So I found out that they have the whole playlist on iTunes. I listened to them. There are a few songs that I like, and it's just so much random, but I feel like I really enjoy it because it gives me like a sense of like inspiration, because when you listen to those songs, you can see like what kind of areas of the world did they get that inspiration from. Like there's one song that sounds like it has like a very Chinese influence. There's one song that has a very Indian influence. There's one song that has a very Arabian influence. And I thought that was pretty cool. After that, it's just basically Japanese songs, because I've really grown a very strong appreciation for J-pop, because basically with every anime I listen to, they always have a catchy opening, and it just gets stuck in my head where it's like, okay, look, I gotta get this song, otherwise I'm gonna regret it. And honestly, for me, my number one favorite J-pop singer is Lisa. I mean, what she did for like my favorite shows like Sword Art Online, Demon Slayer, I mean, holy crap, I was just blown away by her, and I just thought, like, you know what, screw it, I gotta follow her and I gotta see like what kind of new music she's coming up with. And that's also kind of how like my love like for anime started. I mean, it was like back in 2014. My cousin had shown me like Sword Art Online, and honestly, like I couldn't get that theme song out of my head, and I thought, like, you know, I gotta look this up. And I love like how like she's saying the theme song, and after that, it kind of just like rolled on from there. Ever since then, I've been like listening to new like anime songs. Like right now, I have Unraveling. I think it's from the Tokyo Ghoul soundtrack, and I thought, like, I really love how it sounds. It sounds like very like vampiric, and it sounds like, man, it's very Halloweenish sound, and I like how it just gives like that very good piano followed by some heavy rock and roll. It almost turns like into a screaming match for the singer. And then like also we have like Lisa right now. I have like Garanje from Demon Slayer, which I absolutely love. And then we also have Unlasting by Lisa, which is basically like her closing song for the new Sword Art Online series. And then after that, I actually have like a whole, I think it's like 6 songs from this band called Franz Choo-Choo. And if you haven't heard of Franz Choo-Choo, I won't blame you, because honestly it's actually from an anime called Zombieland Saga, which I absolutely love and I think it's so hilarious. The overall premise of that anime is that it's basically just a group of girls who somehow suddenly died at their life and they were brought back as zombies. But the thing is though, it's not like a horror film, it's actually kind of like a comedy series where they're basically just trying to become idols in Japan, and at the same time they're trying to not expose themselves as zombies. I think it's absolutely hilarious. And so a lot of their songs that they played in that anime, I really grown to love. I think it's like one of the little song I know, like in English, is "Awaken Return," which I think was their first debut song, and it goes like da 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 da. Like honestly, I feel like I can just take on the whole day after listening to that soundtrack from Franz Choo-Choo. What do you think, Chico? What's your favorite song? And that's just like the overall playlist I have in terms of new songs that I purchased. But for me, it's like I really enjoy listening to Lisa. I love like, especially like her Unlasting song. I love how it's just like a very soft piano. It's like dun 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 dun. And I loved how like they really played that in like this new Sword Art Online series. That usually like whenever I hear that song, feeling like, oh shoot, a battle's about to happen, and it's like I think it's so cool. And I love how it's like it's basically kind of like how let's see, what was his name again in Lord of the Rings? It's one of the hobbits. I think it was Merry or Pippin. I can't remember. Oh wait, it was Pippin. It's the part in Return of the King where Pippin sings like his song before, during, and after like that big massacre that's gonna happen at I think one of that neighboring town near Gondor. So hearing that song play like in this anime is that it feels almost equivalent to that. It's like, wow, like when this song plays, you feel like, oh snap, things are about to go down. And that's just the overall like playlist I have right now at the moment. But I also enjoy listening to other songs right now. I really love like soundtrack music with like you hear in the movies and stuff. Now for me, my personal favorite soundtrack of all time, and I listen to it over and over and over again, is the Man of Steel soundtrack by Hans Zimmer. That music gets me pumped. I feel like strong as Superman, and I love how it's so like dun 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 dun. And when I hear that, it's like, oh, I feel I can fly like Superman, and like just like the sky's the limit for me whenever I hear that soundtrack. And I also mentioned I really enjoy rock music. I mean, for me, my all-time favorite band, I don't care what you say, my all-time favorite band is Nickelback. I have basically almost every album from them. I love listening to the music. I've gone to several of their concerts, and yeah, aside from them, my other top 2 favorite bands are 3 Days Grace and I love Skillet. And I have other songs from here and there. I have like some reggae songs. I have some like rap songs. My favorite rap artist of all time is always going to be Eminem. I love Eminem. And I love listening to other songs like, there's some other genres I have. It's like I have a very wide range of like music appreciation. And I love like all types of music. For me, it's like the only music that I'm like, I haven't grown attachment to yet is country music. I'm not really much the big country music fan. But maybe, who knows, maybe over time I'll grow appreciation for it. But as of now, it's like I basically touched almost every area of music except for country. So I hope I haven't offended anybody who loves country music. It's just that I haven't grown an appreciation to country music yet. But as of right now, what I usually like to listen to is rock and roll and some metal music. But right now, like with like my rise in interest in more new J-pop artists and like more Japanese music, it's just I think that's becoming more popular on my playlist right now. And I think it's kind of interesting how when I first started off like listening to that music, I only had like one song, and now it's like it's going on to like I think I have like probably like a whole like crap load of them. I have like songs like from Demon Slayer. I have songs like from the Fate series. I have one like from the Tokyo Ghoul. Obviously the Sword Art Online series, which I have like basically almost every song from that series, including like the movie, including the spin-off. And I love listening to that stuff. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my first episode of Talk Around the Block. If you have questions you want to ask me for future videos, feel free to comment down below. Or if you have like topics you want me to discuss for the next Talk Around the Block, feel free to comment down below. Also, if you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can get all these updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.